Along with while loops, there is another type of loop which personally I think is a lot simpler. These are called for loops. For loops are primarily used for running a set of code for a set number of times. So, how do we make them? Let's say we want this piece of code here to run 5 times. Down here is how we would run it 5 times while using a while loop, but how do we use a for loop to do the exact same thing? First, what we do is type out for, which is pretty self-explanatory. Personally, I would describe for loops as a race. You basically run around a track for a certain number of times, or a certain number of laps. After the for, we pretty much write the variable that tracks how much the code has run or how much laps it did. For this, I'll just use I. Pretty much it's what we did here with these two things right here. Now after the I, we will write in range and then a parentheses. Now here's how we will format our loop. We will pretty much have 2 commas and we will have 3 numbers in between each of the commas. Now remember when I was talking about lap races? Well, here's where it comes in. The first number is what lap we will start on. The second number is what lap we will end on. And the third number is how much laps we go up by. So we want this to run 5 times, so we will write 0 here because we're starting on lap 0. In the second space, we will write 5 since we are ending on lap 5. We will put 1 in the third comma space because then it'll run 5 times every time it goes up by 1. Now after that, we'll write a colon and go on into the next line. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All we have to do now is just paste our code, and yeah, that's pretty much it. When we run our code, we can see that it does print 5 times like we wanted it to. Now, for loops are a lot more simpler than while loops, so why would we even use while loops in the first place? Well, the difference is that for loops can only be used for running a code a set number of times. Like, say we want a code to run 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, 20 times. However, while loops are used to run something until a condition is met. So you can use while loops to check if the user has entered anything wrong or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found this tutorial helpful, leave a like and subscribe. Anyway, that is all. See ya.